So today I woke up and I'm thinking about these poor people stuck underneath this concrete in Florida. Yesterday I watched about 3 to 4 shit, that's a big pothole. Sorry y'all. I watched about 3 to 4 hours of footage of the planning stages of how they gonna get this concrete moved, and you could see the cars pancaked underneath this bridge, and I mean you just know that there's no way that there's still life in these vehicles. You're praying that there is, and you're hoping and wishing. But you're looking at these cars and you're just thinking, ooh, by the grace, how is anybody surviving that when it is smushed down to a foot or two tall? And you know that there's people who were in those cars driving just moments before that happened. And then you start to think about the reason that the bridge was even put up was for safety. They were trying to figure out a safer way for students who are running late to and from class and trying to get from the parking garage. And I guess that's a super busy intersection where this happened. And it causes all this carnage, you know. And I just want to take a moment out of my day thankful, you know, just being thankful for my life and my journey. Too often we take stuff for granted, as simple as just being able to drive under an overpass or over a bridge, and you know, you do these things with a feeling of security that, oh, I'm gonna get through this little bit because everything gonna be fine, ain't nothing gonna be wrong. I'm gonna just do my regular routine, like this one that I'm about to go under right now. You don't think for a second in your mind that this is gonna fall on top of me while I'm going through it. So for those poor souls and the people who were on top of it, trying to continue the work that was being done on it, and I guess there were actually people walking under it because the light was red for the people who were about to go under it. And in a split second, everything changed for so many people's lives. And I say all this just to say, be grateful, be thankful. Yes, you might have a struggle that you're dealing with. We all do. Yes, you maybe have some fears that you're fighting. We all do. Yes, you may not have the money in the bank that you would like. We all going through that. But for these families that were shattered yesterday by the collapse of this pedestrian bridge, I just send heartfelt prayers and condolences and positive energy and warmth from my soul to theirs, because nobody gets up on any day and think today is going to be my last day. It's just not how we're designed. It's just not how life is set up. And you have something tragic like that you know, your eyes are glued to it. And it's not as large as 9/11, but that's how intently I was watching, hoping and praying that in those hours that it was on my television screen, that someone was going to make something happen. Someone was going to magically just lift up 950 tons of concrete. Think about that. 950 tons of concrete. People say that they were moving too slow. There's no way to move that fast. They had just touted how this is the first time in history that a construction job on a pedestrian bridge like this had even been attempted. So to then think that you can just run up in there and have a plan hatched within a minute's time is not feasible. You know, and the longer it was going on, you just knew it was going to be from search and rescue to search and recovery. And I've been trying not to check the feed or look at it now because I don't want to see if they've not made any progress, because there's so much involved in trying to excuse me, it's so much involved in trying to rectify this situation. I just wanted to send thoughts, prayers, condolences, positive energy, encouragement, love to the families, to the friends, to the loved ones of anybody affected by the collapse of this pedestrian bridge in Miami yesterday. You just never know. You just never know. So be super thankful. Be super appreciative of the air that's in your lungs while you're watching this little video. And just tell everybody you know you love them. Tell everybody you know you care. You know, there's not a phone call that I don't end with one of my siblings or my mom, one of my best friends. We say, I love you. Every day. I don't care. It takes no time, a half a second, to say I love you to someone so that they know in case anything that you don't have planned it goes wrong for you. Okay? So y'all do your best and send out prayer, strength, encouragement to these families, because they dealing with a lot. We don't know who was underneath this bridge. It could have been children there. Could have been somebody on their way to a wedding. You just don't know. You just have no idea. So be thankful for the air that you're breathing, okay? I love all y'all, even the people who don't know me. I love y'all. Like, love somebody today. Tell somebody you love them. Do it right now. Call somebody and just say, hey, I just want to tell you I love you. And hang up the phone. You will bless their day completely, and you're going to feel so good about what you just did. Because I know I'm going to do it again. I just left my grandmother's house, and I held on to her so tight. My grandmother is 87 years old, and I think she's going to outlive all of us. But, you know, I just want her to know I love you. I went and saw my grandfather's gravesite right before I started making this video. I was actually leaving the cemetery. I told him I love him. He's been gone now almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in July. And I still remember the day my world was changed from his death, you know. But you move on. You keep going forward. You keep going through. And you do it with praise and thanks. And being appreciative for every breath of air that goes in and out your lungs. So tell somebody you love them.